Tom? Bye, Mr. Fairbrand.
Tom? Has little Joe Cartwright been around?
No, but I passed the word along that she didn't want to see him anymore.
I changed my mind.
But Miss Julia.
I said I changed my mind.
Oh, little Joe. Where have you been?
Virginia City. Ran into Doc Martin. There's several more cases of fever. He's getting real worried.
Oh, Joe, I've been waiting here to talk to you.
Oh, what about?
You've been with that woman again.
Her name is Miss Bulette.
Now, Joe, you're a grown man, and I know you'll understand what I'm going to say to you.
I know already. Pa, she's not the kind of woman that people say she is. Not anymore, anyway.
Well, look, I know she wears fine clothes, and she talks good, and she lives well, but, you know, a scar doesn't disappear just because you wash it.
I guess that's how it was with my mother.
Keep your mother out of this.
I've heard you and Adam talk, how there were places you couldn't go, things you couldn't do because...
Because she was part Creole. It was a language and the ways of a people that some folks didn't understand. Nothing more.
I know that. And still, there were a lot of people that hated her. Pa, sometimes I see a scar, you know, you gotta be looking for it.
Little Joe,
No, thank you, Hopsing. I don't want no more.
Only one piece cake?
This dang cake's flat.
The cake is not flat. For 2 days now, whole length is flat. No fun, nobody eat, no good without little Joe.
I just talked to Charlie. He's been in town. Seems the kid's having himself quite a time with Miss Bulette. They've been seen just about everywhere.
you must be enjoying this.
You know, it's doing something for little Joe. Defending somebody he feels close to. He'll get over it.
You think so? Well, let him find somebody else to defend. I'm not going to have that woman beating me over the head with my own son. And we're going to bring little Joe back from town if we have to drag him every step of the way. Well, he's not in there. Let's move on.
Well, he shouldn't be too hard to find.
Bring it up. I said bring it up. Ben! Ben! You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You certainly should be.
What for? For protecting my boy when the whole mob was trying to take him apart?
Well, what that mob was doing to your boy is nothing compared to what he did to the inside of my opera house. He wrecked it. Take a whole week to put it back together again, and it was nothing but uncalled for violence.
Uncalled for? What do you call what you did to Miss Bulette?
Now, wait a minute. What's all this about?
Perhaps I can explain. I have a box loge in this theater. Mr. Romley had it draped so it would be separated from the others. A new policy of the management. I accepted it, but my escort didn't.
Well, with the district judge and the new marshal coming in a couple of weeks, the committee... Ben, you know what I mean.
Let's go.
Let me know how much the damages will be. Now, you're coming home with us.
You can make me go home, but you can't make me stay there. All I want is a chance to decide a few things for myself. I'll get the carriage.
Now, why do you have to fight me and the town using a boy as a weapon?
It's the only weapon I can use against you and win.
It's quite a victory, isn't it? Ben Cartwright's son defending the honor of Julia Bulette.
It's even more of a victory. I have the help of his father.
Ben! Oh, Ben! The fever's not an isolated thing any longer. It's all over Gold Hill.
It is an epidemic.
We'll be in Virginia City by morning. Chances are it's the water.
There's plenty of pure water in the Ponderosa. Adam, Hoss, get the hands together on the ranch and get some water down here.
Yes, sir.
All right now, folks, I'll need all the help I can get. Beds for the patients, men to transport them, and women to tend them. What I need is good water, shelter, and volunteers. Now, who'll be next?
The palace will be set up for anything you need right away.
Well, thank you, Julie. All right, who else? Ye shall keep all my statutes, so the land shall not spew you out.
Well, the Lord was talking to Moses, not to Virginia City.
You taught me that meant everyone. So what's happened to the good people in this town?
They're about to go to work, little Joe. Julia, don't bother moving those gambling tables. They'll do nicely as beds.
All right, Doctor.
Thank you.
It's going to slosh around a little bit, but that'll have to do. Take her on down and fill her up with water and take her on into town. As soon as it's empty, bring it back. Get it. No, Hobson. Let me show you. See here. It's easy when you know how. You watch me and I'll show you how to load barrels. You can't use your back strength and your muscles. You got to use your head, Hobson.
That's right. You use your head your way, I use my head my way.
Yeah.
Rustle up enough strength to take this medicine, and I'll let you take advantage of my good nature.
Well, we're saving 2 for everyone we're losing. In an epidemic like this, that's a victory.
Well, those that are healthy are beginning to leave this town in droves.
Just a dirty little town on a mountain. I guess that's all we were meant to be. But if to change it means crucifying people like her, I say it's not worth it.
Hey, Doc, I got you 3 more volunteers.
Oh, good. Oh, Pete, I thought you and your crew were pulling out.
Well, maybe it's like little Joe says, Doc. It's our mountain. We dug right into our insides with a little more than our bare hands. Well, it ain't decent to let some stinking thing like a fever chase us off.
Mr. Cartwright there can show you plenty to do.
You come with me, Pete.
Joe, I've got something for you to do. Take a break.
No, Doc, there's still a lot of work to be done.
That goes for Julia, too. You two have been working for days. I need help, not new patients. You do's your toll.